Hello, guys. It's Wendy. Welcome to another one of my makeup tutorials that's supposed to be 20 minutes or less. I noticed over my last couple of videos it's been like 30 minutes. I'm so sorry. But of course, it's because I'm talking about different things. Today, I think I had a couple things I wanted to discuss, but I wasn't sure which direction to go in. But my daughter and I, one day, we were talking about dating. And as you all know, well, no, not all of you, most of you who know me well know that I'm not dating anyone. I want to date, but I'm not. And online dating, I don't think it's for me. I don't know. I might try it. I've tried it before. And I didn't like being married to having to respond and email, not email, what do you call it? Message. You know, you check your messages at the end of the day and you've got all these messages. I mean, I know you can't, if it's somebody that you're not interested in, of course you don't respond. You can't respond to all of it, but sheesh, it's like having a second job. And to be honest, I have a hard time trusting online dating. A lot of men, women too, that are doing online dating, they're on every website. They're on like several different ones at once. And I think for some men, online dating has opened up like a smorgasbord of women. You know, like, ooh, you know, like they can actually, because in real life, you're not in touch with that many women, especially beautiful ones. You know, you don't get to go out and see all these women that you have your pick at. Even if you go to a nightclub anywhere, you don't have your pick at that many women. And I think it's almost desensitized men. I don't know where I'm going with my makeup either, but this is Juvia's. I think I'm gonna do like this and this, I think. I don't know, girls. Anyway, I think that it has totally desensitized men. I think they're like in real life, they don't even look at you on a whole. I'm just speaking in general, don't, you know, because they're so accustomed and their plate is full. Their plates are full with all these women online. And let's just say if they're not paying for a platform, they are on social media. And they're looking at all these women. A lot of them are half naked, and so the men, they're very desensitized to women, or even having one woman. I think that online dating, oh, there where my paper towels fell. Online dating can be a little dangerous in a way. I don't know if it's helping. I don't know. I don't know if it's helping or not. However, I know that there are some people that have found some really nice matches on online dating. But almost everyone that I know that met someone online and they got married, they're not married anymore. I think that it also depends on what you're going online for. If you're going online just to, you know, be greedy or just, you know, have your pick of the litter of women or men. But some people are actually on there to, hoping to find a relationship. I'd rather do it the old-fashioned way, if you ask me. But I don't know where that's getting me. I'm not dating anybody. Um, I don't know. And then you think about when my daughter and I were talking about some men, not all, but some. They, I think I may go in the center with some of this stuff. I've never tried it before, so I'm going to try it. My daughter and I were thinking about some men, they can be so nice at first. They seem excited about meeting you and getting to know you. And then you get to know them and they start being all weird and ugly and mean. Some men and women, I'm going both ways with this, they come into your life and they seem so interested at first. And then you get with them, and down the road, here's this ugly, stinking attitude, and they're driving you crazy. And I think I don't have any room for that. And I think that's what keeps me from dating. And the older you get, the more you run out of patience with people. Can't put up with a lot. And like I said, I don't want to seem negative, but I'm just saying, it's so many single women. So many. So I think online dating is almost like hurtful in a way. I don't know. What do you guys think, my single ladies? Okay. That's different, huh? It's just makeup. It's just fun, Just use your imagination and go for it. I'm going to add some more to that, but I'm going to work on my brows. Yeah, so, some men, as my mom used to say, they come around when they've taken their ugly pill. My mom would say, oh, he's taking his ugly pill today, so he's acting ugly. So when he's taking his ugly pill, then he comes and want to be around you. A lot of times they want to be somewhere else. They don't really want to be around you. But they don't have, they can't do it because they're in a relationship with you. I don't know. I have 1,000 different things that I can think about that. Sometimes they can come around and change the whole mood of the house by acting ugly. But hey, I don't know. I can't say. But I know what I'm not going to do. I know this other girl. She just recently got married to this guy. And you guys, when I tell y'all that he acts so ugly. She is always crying all the time because he is so silly. He's silly, he's old-fashioned, and he's controlling and possessive. She was talking to me about getting her hair relaxed. He told her no, she can't get her hair relaxed. But when he met her, when he was courting her, her hair was relaxed. He didn't like makeup, none of that stuff. She had on makeup, her hair was relaxed, and all that when she met him. He was fine with it then. Now he's gotten with her and changed her whole entire life. And she's not happy. And as a friend, as a woman, I told her, I said, listen, I can't tell you what to do in your relationship, but I can tell you from experience. I'm looking for a pencil, you guys. I could tell you from experience that you don't have to take that from anybody. Now, I didn't necessarily feel like she should leave him. Well, I kind of felt like that because I saw how miserable she was or is. And sometimes people think that when they, when they're in a relationship, that they're kind of like stuck in it, but you're not stuck. You can just simply leave. And it wasn't like he's such a provider, He wasn't doing anything for her that she couldn't do for herself. And to me, the men and guys, I'm going to say this again. I'm just talking about things that women go through. And this is a real story, and it's not made up. But, and it's just my opinion. I know everybody's not going to agree with everything that I'm saying, but it seems to me that the men who are bringing less to the table are the ones that have the most to say. He wasn't really doing anything for her financially. But he had all this stuff to say about her, to her, about what she can and cannot do. I mean, even when she was like speaking her mind, he like shut her down. I'll just shake my head like, wow, why is he being so ugly to her like that? And sometimes women stay because they're afraid to be alone. Now, when I made the decision to be celibate 15 years ago, I didn't think about it. Like I said before in another video, I didn't know or think that it would lead to 15 years of being by myself. And I know that there are some men that will be okay with you being celibate until marriage. Especially if you want to do what the Bible says. But a lot of men that they go to church, you meet them in church, they're deacons and preachers and all this stuff. They're not going to date you if you're not sleeping with them. And they're in the church, officer of the church. Can you believe that? But the good thing is, I've been mostly single my adult life. And it comes from my mom talking to me about guys. And certain things we see people do, like our brothers, our dads. It just make you feel like, I'd rather not. Now, I used to hear women say, "Oh, I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want no man. I don't want to be bothered." And I used to think to myself, what is wrong with her? How can you not? Why don't you want anybody? You know? But I don't know. As time goes on, I won't say that I'm that way, but I will say I don't think about it a lot. You know, being alone. But I'm not alone. I have children. I have grandchildren. And to be honest, I'm kind of like scared a little bit. I said it. I'm a little scared. Dating can be very hard. I'm going to put a little bit of that in my crease. Dating can be tough. You can meet somebody. I've done that before. I've met this guy. I met this guy one time. And you guys, 2 guys I met. And I felt like, oh my God, my life was perfect before I let him in. And then once you get them, they're hard to get, they're hard to get rid of. I had one guy, he broke up with me. And then he started riding by my house every day, trying to see if I was dating somebody. What kind of weirdo is that? They break up with you, but you know what it is when they do that kind of stuff? They break up with you, and probably the women that they were accustomed to having before you would beg them back. You know, call them, beg them, I'm lonely, I miss you. I wish I would. And then when you're not that kind of person, then all of a sudden they get all possessive and crazy and start stalking you. Jeez. Same thing happened with my daughter one time. This guy, I thought he was a nice guy. He turned out not to be a nice guy. He got all possessive and jealous with my daughter. She was getting her hair done one day with me at my salon, getting her hair done. He didn't believe her. He started spazzing out. He broke up with her. You never know what kind of luggage people are coming with. You meet these people, but you don't know what's going on. You don't know, what's going on the inside. And it's like they have 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. You don't know them. They're not 2-faced, they're 8-faced. And he went all crazy. Then he started begging her back, and when she wouldn't take him back, I knew you had somebody else the whole time. Just, when I tell you crazy. She had to get a restraining order for that boy. And the sad thing about it is they had a really good relationship at first. But then he let all of his dumb insecurities and, things from his past life run a relationship that could have been good. And I know that when you're dating, you're going to have to put up with something. It's something that you're going to have to put up with. Boy. And 9 times out of 10, that something is, you know, a something that, for me anyway, normally the things that I find, you know, that I might not, the things that aren't so favorable in a man that I'm, you know, talking to or dating, normally it's you know, pretty big. I've only met a few that it wasn't a big deal. But yeah. But when you get with that right person, it can really make your life beautiful. It's like, you know, it gives you life. When you're in love and you're happy, you really shine, glow. You're glowing. But you can't always, you know, meet a person that's gonna keep that glow in your life. I was putting my glue on my lashes. You know, you have to be with somebody who has done the work on themselves and they are, you know, whole. That's one thing that I do pray for when I'm saying my prayers or when I'm saying my affirmations, that I am whole. That I am healthy and whole, physically and mentally. So in 15 years, I've had a lot of time to work on myself. I still won't be perfect. You know, we're not going to be perfect, not on this earth. We're not. But I think that I am a listener, because listening is half the battle. You have to listen. But I am very analytical, so I listen to everything. Some stuff I probably should let go in and keep going, but no, I have to take it and swirl it around my brain, and child, I'm the worst. I am the worst when it comes to that. I was looking at I'm a follower of the Colorado Buffaloes with Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. I love him, but I always have loved him though. He had a salon that was in Atlanta when I lived there, and I really wanted to work there, but I was so scared. I was scared to step outside of my comfort zone because I had 2 kids, divorced with 2 kids, and I didn't, you know, a lot of those salons that are like in areas where you don't get a lot of walk-ins, or if you can't just see it from the street, you won't get a lot of walk-ins, and it's hard, and it's like, whoa, it's scary. You got to really have a big following to be in a salon like that, because it's not in a situation like in a neighborhood where people will see you and stop in or whatever. And I really want to step outside my comfort zone and work somewhere like that, somewhere upscale, because where I was working, it was in a neighborhood, and I wanted more, but that's where the money was, so I had to stay. But I stopped by there one night on my way home because I saw the lights on. And guess who came to the door? Coach Prime. I froze like, oh my God. And I already shy, already scared. Didn't know what to say. I just said, I just, I told him my story that I was looking for somewhere else to work. And, he agreed with me. He was like, if you already have you already settled, where you are, it wouldn't do any good, to do that. And it was true. Because my clientele that I had, a lot of times they're loyal to the salon that that you work, not you. They were loyal to that salon. They liked that salon. It was in that area. It was, in their neighborhood, easy to get to. So, but I have met him before. And he was fly per usual, looking real smooth. But he was very nice and helpful, the same way we see him now. But I am Colorado. Those are my boys. I told my daughter, those are my grandsons. I love them. Shador, Shiloh. They don't give my little grandson, I call them my grandsons. They don't give my little grandson Xavier Weaver. They need to give him a little bit more. Now yesterday, Weaver did good in that first game against TCU. He is a dog, as Coach Prime would say. He is a dog. And Dylan Edwards, those big old Cornhuskers, they tried to kill poor Dylan. Yet, you guys, they had Dylan on the front line, offensive front line. And those Cornhuskers, they just plowed over him. I was screaming. I was like, y'all better get off of Dylan. Whoa, that was funny. Dylan and Jimmy Horn Jr., whose father is incarcerated. I did not know that. I pray that little baby goes to pros. He's good. Travis Hunter. Anyway, they're 2-0. Whoop whoop. I'm so happy about that. Okay, guys, 28 minutes. Oh, I love this. I really, really like it. I'm going to be doing my photo shoot when I get done. And I think I'll do a little old baby today. Probably do a mixture. Going to be doing my photo shoot. And it'll be on my social media, on Facebook. And I'm going to be doing a hairpiece. And one reason why I've been doing hairpieces a lot is because I'm lazy. My hair looks a mess. And sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. So I just put on a hairpiece and call it a day. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Please like, make a comment, subscribe, share the video so more people would know that I'm here for us older girls that can do a quick makeup look in 20 minutes. Thank you guys. Have a happy Sunday. See you next week, the Lord's willing.